The 72 of Karbala are our ultimate role models, but do we have what it takes to be a part of the 313?
Life is a constant struggle. We have the invitation of God on one hand and the invitation of Shaitan on the other. In every living moment, we are confronted with the choice between good and evil, between eternal bliss and eternal damnation. The struggle is real. We therefore need inspiration and motivation to choose right over wrong. The Shuhada of Karbala are the embodiment of those who choose truth over falsehood. In particular, there was one Shaheed who made a very difficult decision after what we can only imagine must have been a monumental struggle within his soul. On one side, Khur alayhi salam sees comfort. He sees all the necessities of life are readily available. All the luxury that the world has to offer are at his fingertips. He is not thirsty and he is not surrounded by 30,000 people yearning for his blood. On the other side, he sees pain and suffering. He sees that the necessities of life have been withheld. There are no luxuries in the camp of Hussein. The camp of Hussein is thirsty and faces a huge army of beasts that cannot wait to brutally attack, kill, and plunder. The followers of Hussein alayhi salam are facing certain death. Khur alayhi salam utters those timeless words, "I find myself standing between heaven and hell." He decides to abandon the comforts of the world. He decides to embrace pain and suffering. He chooses to die a painful death because the path to heaven requires sacrifice. Khur alayhi salam made this decision at a grand scale. We need to make this decision every day at a smaller scale. Our goal is to become free like Khur alayhi salam. He freed himself from the shackles of his desires and soared into eternal felicity. Our scholars teach us that there is a greater struggle, Jihad al-Akbar, which is against our own nafs, and the lesser struggle, Jihad al-Asghar, which is fighting on the battlefield. The first oppression we should be wary of is being oppressive against ourselves when we decide to contravene the commands of God. When we have overcome this agent of oppression, we can look outside and confront the external agents of oppression. The biggest form of injustice is being unjust to our Creator. We are sinful in front of God, but if the story of Khur alayhi salam teaches us anything, it is that the door of God's mercy is always open. As our living Imam, Ajallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, teaches us to say in Dua Iftitah, "O Lord, you give an invitation to me, but I turn you down. You care for me, but I do not care for you. You show affection towards me, but I do not correspond to you, as if you are overreaching me. Yet all that has not stopped you from having mercy upon me, bestowing your favors upon me, and blessing me out of your magnanimity and generosity. So please, have mercy on your ignorant servant, and bestow upon him the favors of your beneficent. Verily, you are all magnanimous and all generous."